Hey y'all, I just want to do a super quick video on this antique park bench I've refurbished and I will be selling to anyone who's interested. These park bench ends, we found them down the road and they were in pretty rough shape, but I got all the old paint off, got it down to the leaded primer. I think it's leaded white primer, and I refinished them with multiple coats of Rust-Oleum. I used kind of a two-tone process to really make the details pop on it. Looks pretty good. Now the wood, it was totally shot wood. As you can see, the pattern is like a rose pattern. Isn't that cool? The wood was totally done for, and what we did is I went over to a guy in Salina, Texas. His name's Garrett Garner, and he has his own wood shop where he harvests his own wood locally and mills it and puts it in a kiln. And so this wood is local oak. It's white oak instead of the red oak that you get at Home Depot. White oak is what's used in whiskey barrels, and it's more water resilient, so it's better for outdoor furniture like this. And this is custom cut. We cut this on a table saw and had him plane it down, and they're sort of a custom thickness. They're just around an inch thick, and they're a little bit thicker and wider than the original planks, so that way it can accommodate. If you have an extra cheeseburger, you're not gonna break the thing, you know what I mean? So it's real stout, it's really heavy, and I just used a natural wood finish of the kind you buy, from the store, and then I coated it with Tung oil, multiple coats of Tung oil, which is pretty good. Now, if you had her out in the sun, you'd probably want to put like a marine grade spar urethane on it. But you really shouldn't have it out in the sun and expect it to last forever, because that's just not how wood can do. It'll eventually require maintenance if you leave it out in the sun. But oh, and we replaced all the bolts. These are all stainless steel. The main bolts are stainless steel, and all the screws that you can't really see at this time of night. Well, yeah, I can. All the screws that fasten the back part together are stainless steel, so you don't have to worry about it rusting or getting rust spots. And I was very careful to line it up as best I could and make sure everything's spaced evenly. There's a little reinforcement strap underneath it, but it's hell for stout. And the cost, now check this out. I found one on Etsy. I had to really try to find these antique irons. Couldn't find it. And then all of a sudden, I found it on Etsy for something like $640. And they say it's a rare find. This cast iron particular set is a rare find from the 1930s. So theirs had some check paint and everything, and it was from overseas. And they were asking $640. So because I'm such a nice guy, I could sell this one for like $550. But I really don't want to let go of it for any, plus you got shipping would be on top of that. If you're far away, I don't want to let go of it for any less than that, because I could just sit on it. Anyway, I have a bunch of really cool videos I want to do for you guys. We really need to figure out some of the philosophy of the world. I have planet-changing ideas that can steer the course of humanity in a new and better direction. And we're going to talk about that stuff. But you know, philosophy's like that. You gotta be patient. You've gotta be patient. It could take another 500, maybe another 1,000 years before people get along on the planet. Just basic stuff, really basic stuff, to where we could actually make the world a better place. I don't know if I don't expect it to happen in this lifetime, but I'm hopeful that someday humanity will get there. Anyway, here's some other ones I got that I'm going to rebuild. I've got really good big plans for these ones. These rascals. Look at this, dude. It's got a lion's face on it. Isn't that cool? And these were a giveaway. I mean, the lady lived in a home. It was like a nice home, probably $1 million home. You know, and that's $1 million home in Texas. So that means in California, that's like, I don't know, many millions, because of the late stage capitalism thing. But anyways, these are cool, man. And I've got some really good ideas. So to do with this one, I've got some kind of like Lord of the Rings alchemy theme I want to incorporate into the woodworking. That'd be really cool. This one doesn't have the back iron. It's just wood. It's designed to have just wood planks all the way across. So it's a simpler design, and these are heavy too. These suckers are